I never thought the possibility of me having a sponsor would even happen. So I gave a call to Tesla. I was like, hey man, I do ride share. My last name is Watts. So I kind of think we go hand in hand. It was like, well, let us get Elon to call you back. Let's see what Elon says. I got a message from Elon.
Go fuck yourself.
Now tell me, dude ain't cool as hell to take out his time to get back to me. Elon.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can show you those valves now. I kind of clean something out. I mean, if you can see them, those valves are disgusting. That's what they look like down there. Yeah, that. I mean, I've never seen valves look that bad. And I only use premium. That's all I use is premium. So how does it look like that? I do not know. And that's all of them are like that. Look at that. All of them are like that. Jeez, man. What the hell? What kind of gas they giving us, man? That's like garbage gas. I mean, that shit's like caked up on there. So I'm gonna have to clean those out before I put this back together. I'm glad I did this. I'm about to clean all these valves out. I'm gonna find some way to do it. I'm gonna go talk to a shop. And this is what you're gonna need to clean your valves out. You know, I got the regular handheld ones here. These are like the little nylon brushes right here to get down in there, kind of get those valves clean. But then I bought some that you can actually hook to a drill, just in case. I'm not gonna use this one if I don't have to. So this is like about 20 bucks for this kit right here at Harbor Freight. So if I don't need this engine brush kit, I could take this back, but it looks like it's a lot more sturdy than this. But I'm gonna start with this one, the little $6 one, see if I can work my way up to this one. Also got some zip ties. Even though I know I got some in the garage, I bought some more because there's a zip tie trick you can use to kind of break up some of those carbon deposits down inside of that intake. I got some gloves because you'll be working with a very sharp intake. That aluminum on the intake, right where the intake matches up to the head, it's very sharp. I mean, super sharp right there. And I mean, you barely touch it, it'll probably cut your hands up. So I'm gonna just bought a pair of gloves. I got some in the garage. I just said, forget it, I was at the store. A swivel lamp, so I don't have to hold this one no more in my hand. I got me a little headlamp because I'm gonna try to make it as easy as I can. And especially when I'm in there cleaning, I don't wanna have to keep, grabbing the handheld lamp just to see down in there. And you're gonna get you some carbon choke cleaner, get you some GDI deep clean. That's for gasoline direct injection, and that's exactly the kind of engine I got, a GDI engine. And some WD-40. Everybody says use that just to kind of get it in there, soak them pretty good, break it up. So hey, this will be what I'll be working on right here. Give me a couple of hours. I'm about to soak it right now, at least 3 of the valves. I can soak 3 of them because the 4th is always open. When you got 3 closed, you got 1 open. So never work with the open valves because you will get down into the cylinder and you might scratch that up down in there. Okay, there they go. I cleaned them all out. They're looking pretty decent now. So there's 1 and 2. Those look pretty clean because they were black and charred up. Let's see if I can see some over here too. Yep, there's the other ones over here. Those look pretty decent. I can't get to the very, very back, but said all that stuff's not chunked up on there. I didn't do the center two because I got the valves still open, but that's those 2 still charred up right there. So once I turn the crankshaft over, I'm gonna close that valve and I'm gonna close those 2 valves so I can clean inside of there. That's what they look like, and that's what they look like now. So like I said, they were all charred up and nasty and everything. I did the best I can do. I ain't got to get them spick and span. I mean, they ain't brand new, but that's pretty much how they look right there. Let's see how these look in here too. They're all nice and cleaned out. I can't get to the 2 in the very, very back, but like I said, that's how they start. All right, I turned the engine over. So I opened up the first ones. So there's my first ones down there. Now here's my second ones. I got them in soak right now. So all that brown you see in there is basically fluid. Let me do like this. Yeah, so all that brown you see in there, it's all fluid. I got it in each side. So it's nice and they're all soaking and lubricated right now. See that? That's all fluid. So you know it's airtight because it's not leaking out. So those valves are completely closed. I got them soaking. I kind of had my little brush going for a minute just to get some of the brown out and everything, but I said there's the other ones. They're wide open, nice and clean. I'm working on the last two and I'm done. Okay, and that's my final cylinder right there. That's the one that was all nasty and gunked up. That's it right there. Looks pretty good now. It's about as good as it's gonna get. I'm gonna wipe it down a little bit and then call it a day. The rest of them are all, you know, cased up. So I'm gonna wipe everything down. Still waiting on my part to get here.
What up, everybody? Once again, it's December the 5th with a nice podcast. Hey, I just got my BMW party in. Check this out. This is what a $311 thermostat looks like. It's got, like, you know, electric controls on the front, electric controls on the back and everything. That's it. This was $311. Sits deep in the engine bay. So I got to get this thing put back in tonight. So what up, Wes, my man? What's good, brother? Hey, is the sound coming in good or what? Logan Block. So this will be going back in the car tonight. Should take me about 2 hours, 3 hours maybe. But I slept today till about 4 p.m. So I got until it'll be done by like 3 in the morning. I'll be done.
Look at that, 1:10 in the morning. That boy is pretty quick. I just finished the live stream. Came outside, got this thing slammed back together real quick. Already got the water pump, the heating management system up under there. Everything sounds like it's running pretty good. All my electrical is hooked up. I just got to put the cover back on. Got this cover right here. I got to stick back on top of there. So I'll put this cover back on top of that. But I just want to let it breathe for a second to make sure everything's like ticking and clicking just right. But so far, so good. Everything sounds good. I like the way it sounds. Oh yeah, no check engine lights, nothing like that. Straight fired it up. I'm telling you, first time, put it all back together. Like I said, it must have took me like maybe an hour, hour and a half to put it back together. It was quick. No sweat whatsoever. Once you take it apart, that's the hard part. Getting it back together, that's the easy part. There she go, all back together. Let's slam the hood and bust the block real quick. This thing is dusty. Jesus Christ.